QASMI was born on the eve of World War II in 1940. Colorado in 1940 had over 2,000 school boards. Today we have 178.
In these local communities, these were people who'd stepped up to serve, but where do they begin? They needed a support organization, and QASMI still offers that level of support to all levels of school districts, the large, the medium, and the very small.
So the QASMI board, it's about leadership and training and advocacy for kids around the state. Do a lot of work with the legislature to try to, make programs better and to support public education.
K12 Education is an incredibly large system, and organizations like QASMI play a very unique role in representing their memberships, both at the legislative level as well as helping them grow at a board level.
It's school boards putting together their knowledge, their experience, their history, and sharing it with each other, supporting each other, working for each other and for what's best for kids.
But once again, this needs to be about kids. It always has to be about the education of these kids. And what I've gotten from QASMI is the training, the leadership, the advocacy part.
The link between QASMI to children is probably the most important thing. They're the ones that will tell us oftentimes whether what we're doing is the right thing to do, and ultimately children will serve us best.
At this point in time in education, there is a lot of turmoil, and that's where QASMI, working with school boards, can play a critical role in making sure we don't go backwards.
As you become involved in public education, you always ask yourself, is it good for the kids? I do not hear that phrase here at the Capitol very often. In terms of QASMI, QASMI is focused on the children because they are dealing with the local communities.
QASMI works very hard to connect school board members and superintendents and educators to the folks at the Capitol. There need to be subject matter experts, and that's what school boards are. Nobody knows their district better than they do. And so what we encourage the school board members to do is to come to the Capitol and to help educate state legislators.
We have such diversity here that no single body at a state or a federal level can begin to understand the needs of every community. But local control is very unique to Colorado. It's in our Constitution. And I think honoring that is something we all have to fight for.
A rural district's needs are in many ways the same, but in many ways different than an urban district.
I really like the fact that it's one district, one vote in QASMI. You have a voice, whether you have 36 students or 36,000 students, you have a voice.
We learned from QASMI and people they brought in for us how to make decisions based on the values of your community.
We are much better at imagining the future.
We put on some conferences and conventions where school board members come together and can do some kind of board development learning, and both from outside presenters and from one another.
We have a group of people that are all kind of focused and have the same passion for kids, and to be amongst that group, it's just so rich and rewarding. I just can't say enough about it.
The one ticket that we know works for every kid, regardless of their circumstance, is a great education. It's our job as school board members to do everything we can to ensure that every kid that goes through our public schools gets that ticket.